Welcome, everyone, to the Daily Slab for Wednesday, December 14th, 2022. I'm Nate, and I'm here with your sports card rundown. If you like this video, please click the like and the subscribe button. Helps us get this video out to more card collectors like yourselves. All right, our first section for today is the Trender, and we're talking NFL QBs here, and disappointing NFL QBs, really. That's Kyler Murray. So Murray just played last night, and he suffered a non-contact injury to his knee. Rumored to be an ACL, but as of this recording, we don't know yet. We might know by the time you're watching this, but as of this recording, we don't know yet. But a non-contact knee injury, generally always serious. He's likely going to miss the rest of this season. He might miss some of next season, and that's a tough blow for Murray. That's a tough blow for the Cardinals because they just signed him to a 5-year, $230 million deal. And if it wasn't bad enough that he's going to miss the rest of this season and maybe potentially some of next season, it's that his stats also weren't very good and the Cardinals weren't very good. So on the year, he ranked 20th in passing yards. He ranked 18th in touchdowns, tied for 18th in touchdowns, and of passers that have 1,500 more yards passing, he ranked 23rd in passer rating. There's only 32 teams in the NFL, so ranking 23rd in passer rating is well below average. Not exactly where you want your $230 million man to be. And those poor stats led the Cardinals to a 4-9 record, which is so bad they are currently in place for the 6th pick in the NFL draft. And with no Kyler Murray for the next couple of weeks, potentially, it probably won't get any better. And so for me, anyways, I look at it and I say, man, that's tough to be a Cardinals fan right now. You've grabbed DeAndre Hopkins, you grab Hollywood Brown, you sign Kyler Murray, and then you have this disappointing year, and then he gets injured. That's a tough scene, and his cards have also been a tough scene. We're looking at his 2019 Select Silver Field Level PSA 9, and that's dropped 86% in the last year. Now, obviously, Silver's non-numbered cards have dropped their fair share no matter what. I get that, but 86% in a year for one of the young up-and-coming QBs in the National League or the NFC. It's tough because a lot of the QBs in the NFC were old. Rodgers was old. Matthew Stafford is kind of old. Tom Brady is old. Russell Wilson, when he was in the NFC, was old. And now you go to, there's not a ton of young, promising guys. Justin Fields is promising. Kyler Murray was promising. And now you're injured and having a poor year. Tough scene for Cardinals fans. Tough scene for Kyler Murray. And he is our trender of the day. And next up and last, quick one today, two-parter, is our Who's Hot, Who's Not. And our Who's Not is prospects. So we talked about prospect prices yesterday and went in accordance with Trey Turner Bowman Chrome Gold autos, right? Well, today we're talking about prospects because I was reading an article by Ken Rosenthal on The Athletic, and he was talking about how the Cardinals were going after Sean Murphy before the Sean Murphy to the Braves deal happened yesterday, in which the Brewers finagled their way in. We talked about that. Well, he talked about that deal in which the Cardinals offered a package, right? A package of 4 guys in which you could pick, the A's could pick 2. And 2 of the names were Dylan Carlson and Nolan Gorman. You probably, if you follow baseball, you likely all know Dylan Carlson and Nolan Gorman. The players the A's wanted were Lars Nootbaar, Brendan Donovan, and Gordon Graceffo. Now, Lars Nootbaar was worth 2 wins above replacement, according to Baseball Reference last year. Brendan Donovan was worth 4.1, so they're very nice players. And Graceffo was currently the 79th ranked MLB prospect by MLB Pipeline. So it's a good package, but we're talking about specifically Nootbaar and Donovan, who were never on any publication a top 100 prospect at any point. Dylan Carlson was number 13 by MLB Pipeline pre-2021. Nolan Gorman was number 33 pre-2022 by MLB Pipeline, and probably higher than that at some point last year. I just couldn't find it because they changed up the lists, and you can't find middle of the year lists. Those are 2 top 35 prospects, and likely Nolan Gorman moved up quite a bit. I can't remember now, but I'm guessing 2 top 25 prospects at one point. And the A's would have rather had Lars Nootbaar, Brendan Donovan, and Gordon Graceffo. And the point I'm trying to get to is that it's not worth prospect hoarding. Whether you're a fan of a team and you're like, I can't trade Sal Frelick away, he's going to be a future superstar. Well, you would have thought number 13 prospect in all of baseball, Dylan Carlson, would have been a future superstar. And yet the Cardinals were willing to trade him away with Nolan Gorman. Not by himself, with Nolan Gorman, 2 top 25 prospects. So don't prospect hoard, and that stretches to cards also. You buy your cards. Oh, Jordan Walker is a top 10 prospect. Jackson Chourio is a top 10 prospect. Francisco Alvarez is the number 1 prospect in baseball. He's guaranteed to be a star. Not so fast. Not a guarantee at all. And case in point is that the Cardinals were more willing to trade Dylan Carlson and Nolan Gorman than they were Lars Nootbaar and Brendan Donovan. If you would have told me that in 2021, I would have been flabbergasted. If you would have told me in 2021 that those 2 guys would have fetched you only Sean Murphy, I would have been flabbergasted. And yet here we are with a report out that is 100% true. So when you are looking at cards, don't think that your prospect is a guaranteed home run. If you're making money, you're making money. It is okay to sell, because sometimes you might wake up and your prospect might be worth less than Lars Nootbaar. Think about that for a second. And it plays out in cards too. We're looking at Lars Nootbaar Topps Chrome Logo Fractor Auto. Now, I know this is a little bit more rare than the Topps Chrome Autos, but he doesn't have a Topps Chrome Auto. So his Logo Fractor Auto last sold for $42 on December 11th. Dylan Carlson's Topps Chrome Auto last sold for $36 on December 11th. Now, there's a difference maybe in a print run there, but that's one of the more expensive ones. I saw a PSA 9 that sold for like $21 of Dylan Carlson. So not only is he less valuable in real life, but he's less valuable in cards also, and nobody would have guessed that in 2021. And so that's my main point. You just don't know with prospects. Sometimes they're valuable, sometimes they're not. And if you can make money on them, it's worth making the money and moving on, because you really don't want to wake up and find out that your prospect is less valuable than Lars Nootbaar. All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching today's Daily Slab, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow on Thursday for the next Daily Slab. See you, everyone.